Tell me about the website. The Sentinel now. You have the Epicenter, the blog. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's video, lots of video happening on the Sentinel's website.
It's weird.
And
newspapers all across the country are getting into broadcasting, podcasting. I mean, it's
right.
What you're going to have to do.
How does that change things from a journalistic perspective, like from a writer, when stuff's going? Because now you're seeing the Sentinel updates on video, and you've got like Don Miller reading the news to you. On do you get to do that? Do you ever get to read the news?
Not yet, but I'm going to do that.
That would be cool.
Do that. I'm going to pull like a Miles. You remember how Miles used to be on stage? He used to play his trumpet, staring at his shoe tops. I might do something along those lines.
You could like take a book out of Andy Kaufman's book for this, or I don't know. There's something funny there.
Well, newspaper people, they don't have any experience with broadcasting, so a lot of us are having to, go to Anchorman school, and, to kind of.
We're becoming post-literate as a society. We just want to watch things instead of read things.
We've had this debate about podcasting. Is a good podcast where you sit and read something you've written, or is it a conversation between two people? And that's kind of a debate, We've kind of moved towards just conversation between people instead of, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But
it's interesting, or it's an entirely new, medium.
Right.
It's a new genre, the podcast, the video cast, all of it. It's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. We used to print this show. It used to be newspaper, and we would deliver. Jeff would get up early in the morning at 5 in the morning and deliver the show to everybody.
Quite work, huh?
As soon as we discovered television, it just streamlined it.
That was actually how I got the idea for my erotic film business. One morning I was delivering a paper, and I ended up there.
The erotic newspaper just doesn't work. So, what? I don't know.
Never mind.
Tell us about the sale. The Sentinel's been sold and bought again. Do you know again yesterday, right?
It's amazing because no one at the Sentinel had any idea what was going on, and all of a sudden, the publisher of the San Jose Mercury News waltzes into the Sentinel on Friday afternoon and just.
That's wild.
Yeah.
New sheriff in town.
New sheriff in town.
That's I was looking at. In fact, a group of people and I were going to get together and buy the Sentinel. And it was Thursday of last week before this went down, and we could only come up with 48 cents, and it cost 50 cents. But we pooled our money together. We were going to buy it. So Media News Group bought it. Is that the name of it?
That's right.
Or that's the parent company.
That's right, yeah.
And they own the Mercury News.
Mercury News.
And the
Monterey
Monterey
Times.
Contra Costa Times.
Monterey Herald, I believe the San Mateo Times.
Right. And they're saying nothing's going to change.
Well,
but you started organizing your stuff, haven't you?
This just happened 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even there at the time, so it's all still new to everyone. Of course, this was sold to them by a company that just bought the Sentinel 2 months ago. So it's been kind of like a...
Do you know what the deal is with that? I mean, why?
I don't know.
Well, it was bought as part of a package, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of like you go to a flea market and they say, we'll give you all this stuff, and then you can sell something else that you don't really want, but you wanted the other stuff.
It's kind of like when you go to Costco and you can't get a pair of socks. You got to buy 10 of them.
Right, or you get a gigantic jar of relish for no reason, and then it just goes bad on your counter. Yeah.
Or you're working into one of Jeff's films.
I don't know if the jar of relish analogy works out well, but anyway.
Yeah,
well, it happens, Wallace. It happens.
It happens. Sure. You can resell it. I think we're running out of time. Was that 2 minutes till credits or 2 minutes to show?
2 minutes to credits.
All right.
Anything exciting happening in your world? Any big feature articles you're working on right now that are special?
I'm just trying to keep my head above every day, and we'll see what happens.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Kind of with one eye,
Did you enjoy Prince?
There's too much football in it. I mean, people...
I know, just get rid of the games.
Yeah. People go for the commercials.
It's the commercials.
Why do you have to put all that football in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think my performance here was on a par with Prince's, the opening bit?
No, not even close. No.
Yeah, he's still got a lot to learn.
Watching the Super Bowl is kind of like being licked on the face by a German Shepherd for 2 hours. It's just so relentless. You just want to...
You want to have a pen?
That's good. That's good. Licked in the face by a German Shepherd for 2 hours.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna use
it's
that.
just corporate pageantry, just in your face all the time. It's a hard slog to go through that because you got to pay attention to the commercials because that's a big deal. So there's no time if you're interested in the game.
We did away with the commercials on this show for that very reason.
Yeah. Right. There's no time to go and
There's some time.
Yeah.
Hit the.
Well, you do that during the game.
Yeah.
Right, and you come back for the commercials. Yeah. Well, Wallace, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll do this again. Oscar predictions, any really quick before we go?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine, take it all the way, sweep.
Yeah.
Good.
Bet your mortgage on it.
All right. God, I wish I had a mortgage.
Me too.
Should we do this again in a couple of weeks?
How about it?
All right. I'm up for it.
February 18th, 2007 is where you will see us again. Watch again Wednesday at 8. SoWhatTV.com, and we're going over to Hula's right now, so come meet us there.
Hula's.
We'll see you at Hula's.
All right.
See you on the 18th. Thank you all.
Oh, and happy birthday, Michelle. I had to get that in.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Wallace.
Thank you.
This was absolutely silly. It's Jeff, right?
Yeah, Chip.
I want to talk to you about a movie. I have an idea for it.
Yeah, German Shepherds.
German Shepherds and Wallace.
Nassau's gone funky. Nassau's gone soul. We've got a doggone beat now. We're gonna call our very own Nassau Rock and Nassau Road. Nassau's got a whole lot of soul. Feel alright. Mini skirts, maxi skirts, and afro hairdo.